Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to have a quick look at these markets, and I might make another video this afternoon depending on how I'm feeling. Maybe, I don't know. I might do it. I'm feeling like the YouTube deserves more videos. But then, like yesterday, we said that there's likely to be a pullback, and I called it a crypto dump, based on the charts. Right, this is just based on the charts. You know what the charts looks like. We're just looking at XRP here. Overheated money flow index read, a bearish divergence on the way up. You know, this is a common theme across cryptos really at the moment on a variety of time frames. And with that comes the statistical likelihood of a change of direction, at least just in the short term. Lower prices, unfortunately. That's all it is. It's just a statistical probability, is all I'm saying. And one thing that made me feel even more confident that it was going to happen was the visceral reaction that I got on some of the comments on that video yesterday. Right, so just think about it from my end, right? So I wake up in the morning, get a cup of coffee, get the kids ready for school. Have a look on the trading view to have a look, see if there's any opportunities, see what the high-term timeframes look like, see what the low-term timeframes look like, and then work out which direction I think it's most likely to go that day, that week, that month, that year, and capitalize on that. It's not nothing to do with what I want. It's about what I think is going to happen based on the charts that I see. And yeah, for a few days now, it looks like it wants to come down, which is a good thing in the context of a broader bull market. But in order for it to go back up again, it should really want to come back down first. I know it sounds crazy, but things don't just go straight up. They do wiggle around, right? You get greens and you get reds. I was having some of these comments was like, "You don't know what you're talking about. It's going straight up." I'm like, oh my. Sounds like someone's either over-leveraged or even underwater, perhaps, at this stage. Or maybe just doesn't understand, what I am actually talking about. I try to be relatively clear, but some people just don't get it, and I understand. So we're seeing the pullback now, and the reason I referenced the comments is because I always talk about charts being a reference of emotion, and emotions are high, and emotions get highest at their peaks, and price action at their peaks as well. So it looks like we're getting a lot of emotion in the markets, given the visceral reaction and unnecessary, I suppose, display of emotion in a YouTube comment about me just referring to the statistical likelihood of price action direction. That's all. That's all. It's like, imagine doing a maths question. So we're gonna do a bit of maths. It's 2 add 2 equals 4. Oh, that's so annoying that it equals 4. Oh, I want it to equal 5. Oh, I'm sorry, it just equals 4. Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you? With your maths. So, it's one of those. And if that's how it is right now, I think it is getting closer to a peak. Generally. Not today, not tomorrow, but generally. Because I've been through several bull markets. This is my second entire cycle as a YouTuber as well. Which is, I found that actually it gives you a bit of an edge, really, because it puts you in contact with the emotional people. And it's those emotional people that usually hand over their money to people like me and to the people who plan their trades. That's how it works. Somebody has to give you their money in order for you to sell and make the money. So it sounds harsh, but that is how it is, I'm afraid. It's trading. I trade my crypto to you at high prices, and you give me the money for it. It's just got to be done that way. Right, so let's just have a look at price action. So Bitcoin still sort of tailing off a little bit. However, we've already found hidden bullish divergence on the RSI, on the money flow index here, and we've hit the 116,000 already. If we bounce from here, fine. I would much prefer to see it come down a little lower, around 115,000, 20 moving average, 21 exponential, and form a good bounce around there, and that would be a place for me to go long on that one. at the moment, we're actually in the green, so it does look quite good still. So maybe Bitcoin does actually start to move up. XRP is very hot, very hot. It sounds disappointing to those who want it to move up. And look, I've got plenty of these. So, yeah, I am on your side. I want it higher, and I believe it will go higher based on the weekly, but based on the daily, it really should be coming down at this point. I've not seen it this hot in a long, long time, years in fact, but it is here, it is this hot. And if it were to come down, we've got $3.20, you've got just below $3 as well, all offering major supports there on the daily. It's very, very hot on that money flow. But the weekly says it can go up higher. And so look, if the emotions run high, then people will be prepared to push it up even higher than it is right now. But the daily, from a chart perspective, doesn't want to be bought. Doesn't mean it can't go up though. Remember, we've seen how emotional people are on the comments, and we know that those emotions will carry through onto the onto the buy button, won't it, for those people? Oh, buy, buy. You're at resistance. Buy. That's how it's going to go. Right, so we've thought about that. We've thought about that. Long story short, we're getting the pullback that we saw that we talked about. The max pain pullback would be about 20% generally, and maybe even for some altcoins like XRP, above that. Maybe 30, just because it's run so hard. But at the moment, it's pretty timid. And if we were to measure exactly how far it's come down, and again, XRP being one of the strongest of the coins so far. Let's just measure this tip to this low. It's only 6%, so tiny little fraction of what is possible. Right, I mean, rather than me just boiling down every single chart right now, we have seen a bit of a pullback, but we have seen a bit of a bounce on it already. I think for me, I'm still unprepared to call this the end of the dip. I would like to see lower, and only because the charts are still hot as a mother. But if we do bounce from here, it would be fine as well. It would just lead to a much bigger drop later. So if this is just going to get picked up now, fine. Allow for the new high. It will eventually give a much bigger drop. For Ethereum, we've got 96 on the money flow index on the daily. It really does have to come down. So longs are tempting. You'd have to have a very tight stop loss. Make sure that risk management is in place, because there will be a big drop at some point soon, very soon, and it won't mark the end of the alt season. It'll just be a big drop, and it's those big drops that you want to be ready to capitalize on. Right, I will leave it with you there. This is the same as yesterday. Whether this red expands and gives much bigger red or not, the writing is here. Okay, it suggests that if this isn't the one, the next one will be the one, and you just have to be very careful. But for you and me, and for all of us who have been in from much lower, who anticipated this alt season and sit back and relaxing and allowing our portfolios to skyrocket, we shouldn't really be that worried at all. This is all just part of the game. Ups and downs, leading to the big final high. So all of that's fine. I'm just talking about for people who are looking to get in on crypto generally, don't have their foot in the door and want to buy. You just have to wait for the dips, really. And if this is what you consider to be a dip, fine. But this looks like it has to come down a lot more in order for it to be able to turn around dramatically. This has been a very significant uptrend, and I would be looking for pullbacks to 3,000, maybe even 2,006, 7 or 800. I know how it sounds. I'm not calling for that, by the way. I'm just saying this is so hot. It has to either cool off slowly or dump dramatically. Right, that is that. Maybe I'll see you on the Patreon. Links in the description below. Other than that, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.